Let me tell you something that can completely change the way you deal with money. Imagine this, you get paid. On day 1, there's a relief. You feel lighter. You think, this time I've got it. By day 5, that feeling starts to fade. You become more cautious. You start doing mental math. By day 10, you check your bank account and think, how am I broke again? And the worst part is this, you work hard, you make around $3,000 a month, and you are still stuck living paycheck to paycheck. If that sounds like you, please stay until the end of the video because I'm going to show you a simple and realistic system used by financially successful people to organize your paycheck and stop asking every month, where did my money go? Let me tell you one of the biggest lies about money, that only people who earn a little struggle financially. The truth is simple, without a plan, every paycheck disappears. Just like you, I never learned this in school. And I definitely didn't learn it at home. No one ever taught us how to organize a paycheck. No one showed us how to decide where our money goes before spending it. So the problem was never the size of your paycheck. The problem has always been the lack of a system. And what I'm about to teach you doesn't involve complicated spreadsheets, doesn't require you to become a professional investor. It won't take over your life. It's just a simple system that organizes your money before emotions get involved. Everything starts the moment your paycheck hits your account. Financially successful people don't decide how to spend money later. They decide in advance. And one of the most effective rules is the 50, 25, 15, 10 system. I have used these methods for years. I start with nothing, like most people, no special advantage. And when I applied this system, my stress dropped before my income increased. This exact system gave me stability first, and then financial growth. Here is how it works. 50% equals needs, 25% equals investment, 15% equals stability, and 10% equal rewards. And before you think, oh, this is not for me, let me be clear. This is not a perfect math. It's a starting point. You adjust it, but you never ignore it. Now let me show you how it works in real life. Let's say you make $3,000 a month after taxes. Before you spend a single dollar, your money already has a job. $1,500 goes to basic needs. $750 goes to investments. $450 goes to your emergency fund. $300 goes to rewards and enjoyment. This money is not floating around. Without a system, your paycheck is like water poured into a bucket full of holes. But now, every dollar has a purpose. You are not deciding on impulse. You are not negotiating with emotions. And now let's break down each part, because this is where most people think they are being responsible and fail. This 50% exists to keep you alive and functional. It feeds you, protects you, and allows you to keep working, not your ego. And here's an important fact. About 60% of Americans earning over $100,000 a year still live paycheck to paycheck. A salary most people dreams about, and yet still not enough. Why? Because they are trying to look rich instead of actually becoming wealthy. They justify it with phrases like, this car is safer, this house is closer to work, I work hard, I deserve this dinner. The problem is that looking rich is expensive and it builds nothing. You are paying payments, interest, and maintenance to support an image that disappears at the end of the month. And this is exactly where things start going wrong. Now let's define what's a true need and what is just a want disguised as a need. True needs include rent or mortgage for the home you live in, every groceries, not expensive restaurants, basic utilities like electricity, water, and gas, transportation that gets you to work, currency that protects you from financial disaster, functional clothing, not status brands. Here is a classic example of self-sabotage. You need clothes, not designer clothes. One of the biggest mistakes people make is calling wants as needs, like eating out during the week, a streaming subscription you forgot you even pay for, a gym membership you don't use. See how easy it is to free up money just by reviewing your bank statement, and you thought your salary was the problem. When you force yourself to live on 50% of your income, your mindset changes. You stop thinking about spending more and start thinking about earning better. Now we get to the part that separates people who work for money from people who make money work for them. This is the part people skip and later regret the most. This 25% is non-negotiable. There is no emotion, no excuse, or if there is money left over. This money comes out first. It's for investment that grow over time, future retirement, long-term assets, education that increase your income. Smart people treat investing like a mandatory bill, just like rent or electricity. And here is something important. Investing isn't only for high earners, and it's not only for young people. The secret is not the amount. It's the time and consistency. People who invest create freedom. People who don't create dependence on a paycheck or on a boss. And I don't think anyone here wants that forever. This category doesn't make you rich, but it keeps you from going broke. This part is what gives you peace of mind. Save 3 to 6 months of life in expenses. If your income is unstable, consider up to 12 months of expenses to ensure you have a soft place to land. This money buys you time, not panic. You don't accept bad jobs out of desperation. You don't live in survival mode. Financial stability isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Okay, so let's say that adds up to $2,000 a month. Now the math is simple. $2,000 times 6 months equals $12,000. That's your emergency fund target. And why does this matter? Because if you lose your job, you have time to find a better one. Without panic. If a health issue comes up, you don't go into debt. You don't panic. You buy time. Once this fund is fully built, you don't need to keep feeding it forever. You can reduce this percentage and redirect money towards investing or quality of life. But where should you keep this money? It must be easy to access within 24 hours, for example. Extremely low risk and able to keep up with inflation. The best options include high-yield saving accounts, money market accounts, short-term USA Treasury bills, and this money isn't meant to make you rich, it's meant to protect you when life goes wrong. Now the part that most people don't expect. You need to reward yourself. Many people believe that talking about financial organization and investing means giving up living well, going out, traveling, or enjoying leisure time, as if taking care of money were the same as extreme restriction and boring life. No one maintains discipline living like a robot, but this is very far from the reality of those who truly build long-term success. Financially successful people understand that money is a tool to provide quality of life, not a prison. Leisure is not an enemy of planning. On the contrary, it's part of it. So this 10% is for guilt-free enjoyment. Moments of rest, experience, travel, and small personal achievements are essential to maintain mental balance, motivation, and even productivity. When properly planned, leisure stops being an impulsive expense and becomes an investment in emotional health, well-being, and mental clarity. Enjoying life consciously, without guilt and without losing control, is what allows consistency in financial growth. Organizing your money is not about stopping living. It's about making sure you can live well today and even better in the future. People don't go broke because of one big mistake. They go broke because of many small, unconscious decisions. Food delivery every day, forgotten subscriptions, impulsive purchases. Without organization, every paycheck disappears. With organization, even an average income can build wealth. Now the practical part. Today take your net paycheck. Split it into 50, 25, 15, and 10. Adjust if needed. It doesn't have to be perfect, but never eliminate a category. Don't chase perfection. Chase consistency. Organizing your paycheck isn't about earning more. It's about stopping money leaks. If this video helped you, please hit a like to help us. Subscribe if you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck. And comment below which part of your paycheck do you struggle with the most. And if you want to learn 5 strategies to start 2026 richer, click on the video that's on your screen right now. I'll see you in the next video.